everyone, I'm welcoming to my YouTube channel, and as you noticed, I start recording a video about how to sell your art products, your art stuff, crafts, jewelry, and many other products. And actually the principles of sales are the same. So if you know how to sell, for example, jewelry or how to sell ice cream, it would be the same. Just a little bit difference because you might have different customers. But the business is business, and I'll be sharing with you some business tips because I have experience, and also not just experience, I have knowledge. And this knowledge is free at the moment. I'm not creating any courses. I just want you to know. And that's why I'm inviting you to subscribe to my channel. And don't worry, I'm not gonna create this channel only as a business channel. I'm going actually to share more videos, how I make jewelry, how I paint, different techniques, different genders, and I'm gonna share how I create some crafts, right? So you will have this type of video as well. But why I'm so confident, why I'm so why it's easy for me to talk about marketing, about sales, about selling something, in spite that I have education in medicine and psychology, and why I'm talking about business, because through the life I had to become a businessman. I was the chief of department, so I had management skills. I was also on different supervising and management positions as well through my life, and organized a lot of events. And that's why I know how to work with people. We have to look for customers, and I'm selling my art products as well. And I'll be sharing with you. That's why if you look in a playlist, art shows and markets, you can find some kind of videos where I'm participating in this type of events, and I'm making money on these events, right? So that's why I'm going to share with you my knowledge and experience, and you can use these tips if you want to sell some of your stuff, and not necessarily just to keep for yourself. Another reason why I'm so confident, it's because I learned a lot about business, especially business online and internet marketing. So in 1999, I got the offer to become a vice director of a big American company, vice director for Canadian branch. And the company was selling software for big businesses, big corporations, how to manage the business. I remember, like probably 30 years ago, people were doing all accounting on paper, right? And especially when you have a big business, you can imagine how many people, what kind of stuff you should have to manage the business. But when we got software, when we got computers, then actually it's made everybody's life much more easier. And that's why I got this offer with 100K salary per year. And I decided to summarize what I know about internet, about marketing, about software, websites, and many other things. So I went through some education, self-education, and because internet started to spread through the world, and quite often people were facing a lot of scam online. It's like chain business, chain lines. Remember, like this kind of scam, and many other type of scams, and many people were disappointed. So internet, it's only about scam? No, it's not about scam. Also, I knew some people who were pioneers in selling online. In 1996, when I came to Canada, I met first Canadian pioneers who were selling online and already successful. And that's why it's kind of impressed me a lot. So I wrote a book. Just summarize everything I know about internet marketing. Actually, the book's name was Internet Myths and Reality of Making Money. And this book written in Russian because I plan to publish in post-Soviet countries. And it had two parts. One, it's like knowledge, classical knowledge about internet, about web pages, about marketing. We knew at that time. And then another part, it's about the schemes that were very popular on internet at that time. And unfortunately, when I tried to find a publisher, I was rejected all the time because they had a very simple explanation. We don't have internet in Ukraine. We don't have internet in Russia. We don't have internet in Belarus, nowhere. And then some actually magazines, some journals agreed to publish some articles, some parts of the book. But I decided, okay, I'll wait when they start having internet. It's not so important for me to sell the book at the moment. And I was surprised that in 10 years I found that the pirate copy of the book was multiplied, and this book became, from 2000 to 2010, 1 in 10 top books about marketing and internet marketing. So it means it was a very popular book. And I got a lot of letters with gratitude letters where people were thanking me for this wonderful book. And I was very surprised. So I found this, that even like I didn't publish the book, it was popular. That's why if I want to know something, I learn, I study, I go to the library. Now I can have library online, right? And I learn a lot. I learn about marketing if I need. I learn about other things. Even if I hire some people for my company that dealing with marketing and targeting, again, it's much more easy for them to talk to me if I know what they're talking about and I know how much money I should invest, let's say, in selling some of my products. And I would like to share with you this knowledge, having this kind of amount of knowledge about marketing, especially selling online, and not just online, because I'm not just selling online, I'm successful and outside of the internet. So when you say, Olena, stop talking, just let's start it, just like, start teach us or share with us this important information, because we would like to sell, we would like to get more profits. And the start point, actually, it's you. It's only you, because it's you who wants to make money. It's you who wants to be successful. And that's why you have to understand that it's not coming from outside, it's coming from inside. So you have to become you who wants to be successful. And I usually say that success needs time. Well, I don't know too many people that would wake up in the morning and they are successful and kind of like, or famous, or they have good sales. Usually when something comes like this, like explosion, that usually goes very, very quickly down. And sometimes people cannot manage this exploding situation, because any explosion, it's not dangerous, but it's explosion. It's like out of any balance. And then what you have to do to keep this balance, how you can manage, that's why it's much better to go step by step to the level you want to come than just explode and then be kind of disappointed that there is no more explosions, right? And I think that there are two important things in moving forward to success. It's persistence. You have to be persistent, not stubborn, but persistent. That's two different words. To be stubborn and to be persistent, it's like different. And persistent, it means you have to do this step. It's like walking to the point you would like to be. But also you have to be flexible. So flexibility actually saves you from losses to be stubborn. Because if you're stubborn, you're not flexible. But if you're flexible, it means you can learn. If something not going the way you want it, if something not right, then, or for example, you have different tools now, like you found something new, and different tools you can use to promote your business, or even like to create, maybe you found something like new material to create your products, whatever you name it. So Flexibility means that you stop for a while, you analyze, and if you need to change the direction, you change the direction. You're flexible. So for me, I think it's like persistent flexibility. It's two most important factors that make you successful and will give you chance. Do not feel burnt out, but actually will be lifting you in your progress to the success. As I told you before, I'm not going to talk on this channel, which devoted to art and art stuff, about psychological part of doing business, because psychology is a little bit different. That's why I created a channel, Dr. OberezovArt, where I have actually podcasts, and you can see from this picture, I have podcasts with psychologists, with life coaches, even with some other specialists when we're talking about success in life. And if you're interested to get some boost, like, and to improve beliefs in yourself, then go to this channel and listen to this podcast. They're amazing. And sometimes we even talk about some life stories and how people became from like nobody, somebody, or how people overstep through some problems in their life, including financial problems. And also there's part about medicine, but I'm not talking about medicine. I think you need more like psychological support. So here's where you can find psychological support, because we all go through some negative moments. We all have some disappointments and feel kind of down. And it's good if you have someone who will support you, who will kind of lift you up. But sometimes you need to listen to other people, to the stories, to the advices, and then actually it will help you to overcome through negative moments, especially if you have unsuccessful business or you don't sell enough, you're disappointed in some events that happen in your life. And usually before moving forward, I tell people that they need to ask themselves a few questions, a very important question. For example, do you create your stuff for pleasure as a hobby or to sell as a business, right? Because it's a huge difference between hobby and a business. Of course, hobby can become a business. There's nothing wrong with this. And my hobbies became my business as well. But it's very important where you see yourself. So if you're a creator and you're creating stuff just like, because you want to create, then probably you can give the stuff for free to other people. But if you realize that you invested not just time to create your stuff, but also some materials, and materials could be very expensive, and there is no one around you who pays your bills for your shelter, your electricity bills, or whatever, your food, insurance, then it looks like you're wasting your money. And you will come to the point when you be surrounded by everything you created, but have nothing in your pocket. And it's really disappointing. That's why I usually say, so who you are in this situation, you are just, it's a hobby, then you don't need to watch my videos, you don't need to watch any other videos. You just like do whatever you want to do. But if you want to be a businessman or businesswoman, doesn't matter, then you have to learn how to sell your products. And in the first question, I ask you if you are creating or you want to sell, because it's very important to understand how you feel. If you say, I'm more a creator, I'm not a businessman, it's okay. Then you can learn something how to sell, or you hire the agent. Of course, you have to pay the agent some percentage of royalties, or let's say some percentage of profits, or some salary. Doesn't matter. You have to pay your agent for the work the agent is going to do. But if you want to be like not just creator but a businessman, then it's okay. Then you can learn how to sell and how to do some other things. And whenever you need any specialist like marketologist or targetologist or some other specialist that can help you with selling, create your website, for example, or your shop or some advertisement material, it's okay. Then you hire these people. And we have a lot of freelancers right now, like people offering the work and for reasonable price. Of course, you can find someone who can involve you in some kind of scheme. It's possible, but it's very important for you to feel who you are and what you would like to achieve, and this is a start. This is like, you have to be honest with yourself, not with me. And another important questions, it's, can you sell? Have you ever tried to sell? Because some people can sell, some people do not know how to sell. But it's interesting, some people sell specific, let's say, product, and they're very successful with this product, not even made by them, but they don't know how to sell their own product. This has happened. And honestly speaking, we sell ourselves all the time because we exchange our time for salary. For example, we go to job, like we're doing some job, right? So we sell in our time, our skills, our knowledge, and of course we're getting money from someone. So we actually selling ourselves. But when it comes to the product you create, I see people kind of lost. People say, I don't know how to sell. Do you really don't know? Or maybe you have to look from another angle and see how you can present this product. Or if you don't know how to sell, maybe you need to learn how to sell. That's why it's another question that we will discuss, because it seems like, oh no, I don't know how to sell. Actually, actually can learn. There's nothing you cannot learn, right? And if you wish to make money, then you have to learn how to make money. Simple. And another important question, are you active on the social media? Because social media plays important role in people's life at the moment. We cannot live without some social platforms like Instagram, like Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and some others. You don't need to be on all these social media pages or platforms. And if you don't feel comfortable, it's okay. I know some people that they don't have personal pages, personal accounts on Instagram or Facebook. It's normal. But when it comes to business, you have to look at this social media differently. Because why I call social, it means society. People are coming there, and among these people could be your customers. So you don't need to have a personal page. But when it comes to business, you should have something, and not on all, as I said, not on all platforms, only on specific one, let's say, and you might find your customers. And we will talk about social media a lot, because like the question is like, how to bring customer, for example, through some social shops, platforms like Etsy or Spotify. You heard about this, right? And people are struggling there to make money. And why is it struggling? If it's working or not, this is we're going to discuss as well. But as you can see, I'm talking to you through the video on my YouTube channel. YouTube, it's a social media, and it means I'm sharing this information with you on YouTube. Even if you don't have YouTube, your page where you don't put anything else, still you connect it somehow to different people, and it means that you see the difference, that when I presenting you something, and there is a difference when you just like watching something and do not presenting you what you can do. So sometimes social media is extremely helpful. Sometimes it can ruin your business. But if you follow some rules, and if you're careful, and if you understand the business is business, the personal is personal, and you don't mix too much personal with business, then actually you'll be successful. And we will talk about social media more, because I have experience working in social media and also selling my stuff on social media. So thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel and press like, support me, ask questions. If you want me to discuss something, just let me know. And again, it's only beginning. I'm gonna share with you more videos, more tips, business tips especially. And for me, it's very important if it's useful or not. And let me know about this. Okay, bye-bye.